All right, in this tutorial, we're going to go over how to graph some inequalities. So moving away from solving equations and dealing with things that only have an equal sign, we're going to be starting to deal with things that have different symbols. So the types of symbols you need to be familiar with. We're going to start with this symbol is less than. And this symbol right here is greater than. What I like to do is think of it in terms of reading left to right. So on the less than symbol, the left side is smaller than the right side because it is greater. It has 2 points compared to 1. Same thing over here. The left side is greater because it has 2 points and the right side has 1. I know maybe in some other classes you may have learned the alligator method and you always chomp the direction that is bigger. But if you keep everything consistent and read in terms of left to right, it's going to help you really understand how to actually read the symbol when some things are out of order. So then the next two are the same, but they have lines underneath. And that just means you're adding or equal to. So this is less than or equal. And greater than or equal. And finally, equal sign with a line through it just means not equal. Okay, not equal to. 4 is not equal to 5. That's an example of how you could use that. So how to use them on a number line. We're going to be focusing on how to plot some types of inequalities on a number line and showing you which values to the left or the right are true, which ones are false. So on a number line, if you see a less than or a greater than symbol, it's going to be the exact same thing. It's just going to be an open circle. And then if you're less than or equal to, greater than or equal to is going to be a closed circle. Really, the only difference between those two is it's just to kind of help indicate, okay, it can actually be this value because it can be greater than or equal to. It's a possibility that it can be that. And then open just means it can be as close as possible to that point, but not actually being on that point. So we're going to make a circle open around that. And then your not equal to is also going to be open on that point. And it's going to be going to both directions if you ever see that. All of these other ones are going to be one direction, but these are going to be, that's going to be both directions. So x is less than or equal to 6. So when you plot this on a number line, you're going to go to the number that you see, 6, and you're going to determine if I need to use an open or a closed circle. Well, since I have a line underneath, 6 tells me it's going to be closed. So I'm going to fill that in. Now, the direction and how you determine which side of the 6 is going to be true. Well, every value is less than 6. And if you think of it in terms of a number line, 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 are all less than 6. Or whenever you draw your line, it's going to be in the same direction facing your inequality symbol's direction. So when you have your arrow, it's going to be 2 different directions. You're going to be either going left or you're going to be going right. And notice how at the end, this kind of looks like an inequality symbol. Right there and right there. That is going to be the exact same direction when you are reading your inequality statements, so long as your variable is first. And in this case, our variable is first. So less than means left. All right, on to the next one. X is greater than 4. We're going to go to our number 4. And since there is no line underneath this, it is going to be an open circle around 4. And greater than, all the numbers greater than 4 are 5, 6, 7. Or you can think of it in terms of your arrow going the same direction as your inequality symbol. And your arrow goes that way.